Hey guys, how you going? I'm doing a video diary blog of my life for the next week, talking about my issues of what I'm dealing with, and also to talk about mental health and self-care. So we will start going into that, guys, and ensuring that my little tidbits that I have, it may not work for you, but it can give you a general direction and some ideas as to what you can do with helping yourself when dealing with a breakup or dealing with your mental health in general. So for me, I am diagnosed with type 2 bipolar, manic. So it is a roller coaster, so it could be here, up here, down and back down. I have been self-managing my bipolar for 15 years. And there are days where I feel like I don't want to function, don't want to get out of bed. And then there are other days where I push myself to do stuff. So I am slowly starting to get back into a routine and beginning to start healing the process of coming out of a relationship and healing a lot of trauma from the past 5 years. So that is something that is still very raw for me at the moment. I feel very raw and very vulnerable at the moment. And with saying that, I decided to do some shadow work. Now, if you don't know what shadow work is, guys, it is your shadow self. So if that alter ego, that inflated ego, or your anxiety or depression, or being a lack of boundaries or people pleaser, that's your shadow self. So, and we don't come to terms with it. When you come to terms with your shadow self, you become a lot stronger, and you decide to have a different approach when you deal with situations. So, and I feel that that was me. I felt like I was being pushed around, that I was a people pleaser, I lacked boundaries, and I also felt that, I felt worthless. I felt like I was unloved, no one wanted me. I felt that people just wanted to play with me like a toy, like a cat plays with a piece of string, or a mouse. And that was me for 5 years. I basically felt that that was me, not knowing what to do. And with a lot of trauma, I didn't heal from that. I went from one relationship to another. And I feel that I should have just waited a bit more, trying to heal myself a bit more, and then go into it. But it happened when it happened, and I feel that that last relationship taught me that I need to heal my trauma, and I need to understand why I keep bringing toxicity into my life. The people that I keep drawing myself to are very toxic and very unhealthy for me. And that is not a bad thing. Sometimes we go for the stuff that's unhealthy, and it does damage to yourself as well as your mental health, because when you go for those type of traits, you feel that your mental health will just weigh you down, that you're, and you start self-loathing yourself, you start losing confidence, and poor self-esteem comes into it. And though that's your shadow self basically poking its ugly head going, hey, you need to deal with this, deal with it. And we don't deal with it, we push it down, we just go, no. We push it aside, or push it, as I said, push it down. And when that happens, it gets a lot more harder to break away from those habits. And when it gets too much and you feel like your world's falling apart, that's when you have to understand that you need to start the shadow work. You need to start understanding your shadow self. And when you come out of it, you're like a beautiful rose or a beautiful butterfly that's just come out of a cocoon. And I would actually like to share some of my thoughts of my shadow work, because I feel that a lot of my, a lot of what I do with my trauma does actually play a part in my personality. So, and because I haven't dealt with all my trauma, it has started to bleed over into my personal life. And I have unhealthy relationships. I feel that being a people pleaser and people that, step over my boundaries, when I start bringing healthy boundaries, that's when people start trying to wear me down. And that's when I give in. I don't stand there and I stand there so much and I keep pushing, and then after a while they wear me down and voila, I'm in another bad relationship. So, and you shouldn't have to cop it. You shouldn't have to cop being in a bad relationship just because you feel unhappy with yourself, that you feel that you have to be with someone just because you don't want to be alone. And for me, my top three were pretty much unloved, unloved, unworthy, and abandoned. Those were my three main ones, and I feel like I haven't dealt with them. I feel like I have to chase people to basically keep myself intact, And as I said, I'm a people pleaser that like boundaries. And with saying that, it's not going to happen anymore. I feel that working on my shadow self will bring me a lot closer to having stronger boundaries and being able to have a healthy relationship with someone that loves and cares for me, someone that adores me instead of treating me like an option or treating me like I don't matter to them, or I'm so comfortable with that I get treated so badly that I think it's normal, and it's not. And that's what I've started to realize, that what has happened to me is basically I haven't healed. I've opened myself up to complete shatterness and to be completely broken. But that's the beauty. Broken things can be fixed. And sometimes you have beauty inside you. And I feel that's what I have. I have beauty in there. I just need to start believing it. People I have met in the past 3 weeks have seen the beauty in me. And I haven't believed it. I hadn't believed it for 5 years. I still don't. But I know that today is generally going to be the first day of the rest of my life that I will have people that won't push me around, that will respect my boundaries. And that's what I need. So, so with that, guys, I will leave it there. I am going to go to bed and hopefully have a good night's sleep. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And as I always say, stay gothic and stay safe, guys. Bye.